Good evening and welcome to Greg Bement Field, Cinder City Park in Altoona. Chippewa River Baseball League action tonight. It's the Augusta Athletics and the Eau Claire Bears. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich, joined up in the booth by former Eau Claire Memorial head baseball coach Dave Sparger. And Spargs, the CRBL season, regular season, is winding down. Playoffs are not too far away. You look at this Eau Claire Bears team at 13-3. They're still a factor in that CRBL South Division race. So, needless to say, tonight's game and what they've got coming up, pretty important for the Bears.
Yeah, it sure is. You know, they're chasing, obviously, the Osseo Merchants in first place, but you know, they could come up there and sneak up on them over the next 3 games if they get on a good run and get a little help. And then, obviously, right behind the Bears are the Eau Claire Cavaliers, so they want to make sure they stay ahead of them, too, for all that seeding purposes.
Cavaliers at the Bears. That's coming up later this month. It'll be a July 28th doubleheader. That's in the afternoon on that day. But the Bears for tonight will have to deal with the Augusta Athletics 4-11. Not the greatest season for Augusta, but at times they have played some pretty good baseball. And you know, they're in that situation where they're just trying to get themselves the best possible seed for this CRBL playoffs. And like any team at any level, you want to start playing your best at the end of the season, and that's kind of where they're at right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Right now it's time to maybe get on a little bit of a run, you know, put together a couple of good wins, especially against the upper division, you know, the teams that are sitting above you. You know, put a little doubt in their mind that, hey, you know, if you're not playing your best, we're going to come up there and beat you. And so that's what they're obviously trying to do tonight. They're trying to make a tone a little bit here and say, you know what, we can come out here and play with you Bears and maybe knock you off and get ourselves ready for the playoffs. Last
time, Sparks, we saw the Bears. We saw Chevy Tollefson pitch an absolute gem for them. Chevy not throwing tonight. He was throwing some BP. But tonight it's Hunter Gunther on the mound. Vinny Fonte is his catcher. Blake Johnson's over at first. Jim Till is the second baseman. Jack Sandvik at third. Tyler Plitzner is the shortstop. Outfield, J.R. Lukes, Grant Person, and Todd Lasher. Today's pregame show brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher's for your free no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com. That is goasher.com. Get off the ladder and get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. Brady Ingersoll leading it off for the Athletics. He bunts foul. It's 0-1 to Ingersoll. He'll be followed in the lineup by Logan Brown and Cole Stenson. Sunny night here. Greg Bement Field in Altoona. Nice setting for baseball.
Bob, did we see Hunter Gunther pitch that game 2 out of that doubleheader?
I would have to go back in the book, Sparks. I think he did.
Yeah,
if I remember right, yeah, he did.
The way
he did
throws,
pitch that,
and he also threw a really good game. As he's had here 1 and 2 on the count.
Ingersoll just getting a piece and setting a couple of his teammates scattering down by that first base dugout. 327 down the lines here. 348 to the alley in left center. 352 right center. That one looped into left center. Ingersoll makes a turn. He's headed to second, and he puts on the brakes. Yeah, solid single, Brady Ingersoll.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try to go for 2 as he popped that one into the gap there in left center, but as he rounded first, he saw they got to it quick and made a good relay throw in, so he hustled back to first base and will be content with that single.
Grant Person, the center fielder, got over there quickly and made a strong throw. Here's Logan Brown with nobody on and check that, nobody out, and 1 on here in the top of the first. Go back to the field dimensions, 365 to straightaway center. So runner goes, throw down, good throw, out. Vinny Fonte, good throw from behind the plate. Base ump Tim Wilson took a good look at it and called him out, so 1 down.
Yeah, real good throw by Fonte coming out of the back behind the backstop there and just gunned it down to second base, put it right on the bag, an easy tag, he gets the call.
Little roller, right side, Jim Till flips over to Blake Johnson at first for the out. So 2 down here in the top of the first. Here's Cole Stenson. It's a 9-inning game here tonight. So sit back, enjoy the action. Lights are on here, but it'll be a while before they take effect. Sun still fairly high in the sky. We're just past the midpoint of July, so we'll have a fair amount of daylight. Sun will not be an issue for anybody in the field. It may be an issue, though, for some of the batters.
And for the press box.
well, nobody cares about us, Sparks.
I mean, we're trying to duck down and squint and get that sun because it's a little tough to see up here.
2 balls, no strikes. Gunther delivers a strike to Stenson. Right back to Gunther. He flips over to first for the out. Augusta gets a base hit, but the Athletics are retired. Bears coming to bat when we return. You are watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Welcome back to Greg Bement Field, Cinder City Park in Altoona. Eau Claire Bears coming to bat here. Bottom of the first inning. Bears will send up 1, 2, 3 in their batting order. Hunter Gunther, Jack Sandvik, and Todd Lasher against the right-hander Jacob Rosemeyer. Brady Ingersoll is his catcher. Cody Breaker over at first. Cole Stenson is the second baseman. J.J. Breakers over at third. Hayden Gustafson is the shortstop. Outfield, left to right, Aiden Rosemeyer, Logan Brown, Chris Kamanik. Augusta got a leadoff single in their half of the first, but Brady Ingersoll was cut down, trying to steal. So Hunter Gunther will lead it off for Eau Claire. Gunther, the pitcher for this Bears team, which takes a 13-3 record into this contest. Gunther, Sandvik, Lasher. Jacob Rosemeyer delivers just outside. Hard hit ball, and it takes a hop over second baseman Cole Stenson. Hunter Gunther on with the base hit.
Yeah, Stenson looked like he had a beat on that. Took a nice angle towards the outfield, but to get to it for the play, and like you said, all of a sudden it took a bad hop and went right over the top.
That'll bring up Jack Sandvik, the third baseman for the Bears. Gunther a decent lead over at first. Rosemeyer delivers ball one up and away. We have several games going on in the CRBL tonight. League that just had its All-Star game about a week and a half ago. Got a nice crowd up in Jim Falls for that. Inducted a new class into their Hall of Fame. Again, it just, one of those long-standing amateur baseball leagues, and it's helped keep the game going strong in our part of Wisconsin. 1-1 pitch from Rosemeyer. Gunther bluffed the steal, then held up. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, what a great league for these young men to be able to continue to play. Obviously they love playing the game. They want to keep playing it as long as they can, and this league allows them to keep playing.
That pitch inside, 3-1. Interesting too, because in the league you've got some teams that they'll have that veteran crew that just seems to be the same year in year out. You get other teams. You look at Cadott recently. They had an influx of guys from Eau Claire North that wanted to play, but just wound up there. There's a high chopper. It's fielded by Cody Breaker. Sandvik is out. Gunther moves down to second. So that did accomplish two things. One, it allowed the Cadott Red Sox to keep fielding a team and keep baseball going up there, but it gave this new crop of recent graduates a place to play over the summertime.
And like you said, coming out of North, what a great way to just all play together again. You got the great run at North, and now you guys can find another place to keep playing. That's just great.
That pitch off the glove of Brady Ingersoll, and Gunther will move over to third. The one I always enjoyed, as far as a guy who was still in college and playing, was Jordan Steinmetz, playing for Tilden.
Oh, yeah.
While he was still playing college hockey. He was out at St. Lawrence playing college hockey that would come back to, the Chippewa Falls area for the summer. And before he went back to college, he'd play baseball.
Well, and there's a guy that had to make a decision if he wanted to play college baseball or college hockey. He was just that good of an athlete.
Todd Lasher, the batter now for the Eau Claire Bears. Lasher just had a milestone, became the career RBI leader in CRBL history. Talk about a guy who's been at this for a while. Two balls, one strike, one out. Hunter Gunther is the runner at third. Eau Claire Bears trying to get a run across here in the first. Hitters count here for Lasher, 3-1. Base hit, fly ball would do the trick.
And Roseman was looking for that last pitch. He thought it was right down the heart, and Blue said just a little bit low. Like you said, runs it to a 3-1 instead.
That one misses outside. Lasher works a walk. So runners at the corners for Jim Till. Till, left-handed batter. Pitcher Ingersoll having a couple words with pitcher Rosemeyer. As the Athletics have to set their defense. Don't think Lasher is running in a situation like this. But you still need to, determine who's covering, who's, how you play him. And
just have to make sure you're ready for that circumstance. Like you said, I would not expect him to run either, especially with the veteran of Jim Till up at the bat.
With the lefty hitter, you got the second baseman, Cole Stenson, playing to pull, so it's the shortstop's bag down there at second. 2 strikes to Till. That one in the dirt. Really nice job by Ingersoll to keep that one out front.
Yeah, Ingersoll, nice job. Just dropped to his knees and let it just ricochet right off his chest. Kept it right out in front of him. Didn't even worry about trying to pick it. Just knock it down, keep it in front.
There's some room behind the plate to get to the backstop. So if one just sort of rolls to the backstop, that runner should get there. Lasher is running. And he gets in.
And he actually called it a strike 3 of that curveball in the dirt. They're checking, but yeah, that was called a strike. So I thought the runner moved up. You know, when we were talking about last year going because the ball was in the dirt, I thought he made a good read.
Right, yeah.
Took off, and it turned out to be called a strike.
Here's Tyler Plitzner batting with runners at second and third. Plitzner takes a strike. Yeah, I saw Lasher break, and where that ball was caught, I would have thought that it was a ball, but it was not. Plitzner to center. Logan Brown going back. He's got a beat on it, and he makes a catch. Eau Claire Bears threaten but do not score. One complete here at Greg Bement Field. We're scoreless between Augusta and the Eau Claire Bears. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the team at Century 21 Jesperson Group. The Jesperson Group has a pulse in the local real estate market and can help you with both existing homes and new builds. They can assist you through each step of the process. Contact Jason Jesperson at 715-225-4842 or via email jjesperson@c21affiliated.com. Then, step confidently into the real estate world knowing you've got the Jesperson Group by your side. They make the home buying and selling process simple, not stressful. That's what you get with Century 21 Jesperson Group. 4-5-6 in the Augusta Athletics batting order. J.J. Breaker, Jacob Rosemeyer, Chris Kamonic against the right-hander, Hunter Gunther.
Gunther starts off with a real nice breaking ball to get ahead 0-1.
Oh, and 2 now to J.J. Breaker.
Steady diet of the breaking pitches here to J.J. Breaker.
Yeah, Gunther is mainly fastball, curveball, mixing a slider every once in a while. There's a sharp breaking ball right there and rolled off the plate.
Good spot for that. It's an 0-2 pitch. He's already fouled off a couple. Just keep stretching it out. Now he has to come back and get him here. 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Breaker down on strikes. First strikeout of the game for the pitcher, Hunter Gunther.
You talked about that hard slider. I think that's the one he came out with there. It's either a hard slider or the quick, good fastball on the outside. Got him to chase.
I'm going to bring up Jacob Rosemeyer, the pitcher.
Guess that was a little low on the fastball there.
Here's a strike. Ball and a strike to Jacob Rosemeyer. Curveball by Gunther. Fair ball.
And home plate going to call it foul.
No, home plate's going to.
And that's his call until the bag. So he's going to go with a foul call or bring it back.
It looked like it just had scooted it to the right of the bag, not by much.
Well, you're right there. Yeah, I thought it almost clipped that corner. It was close. But I'm sure.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Rosemeyer would just as soon swing again.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That one ruled off the plate. Vinny Fonte, the catcher, was ready to fire that one down to third and start around the horn.
And Gunther's like, where to miss? He wasn't sure either.
Swing and a miss. Second strikeout this inning for Hunter Gunther. 2 down, top of 2, and that'll bring up Chris Kamonic. Gunther misses outside 1-0. Outfield fairly straight away for the right-handed hitting Kamonic. 2 balls, no strikes.
Got the call there on that breaking pitch.
2 balls and a strike. Here's a strike called, and it's 2-2.
That was a real good breaking pitch right there. That's the best one he's thrown all night to get back to 2-2.
That one misses. Count goes full to Kamonic. Aiden Rosemeyer is the on-deck hitter. Chopper up the middle, and that bounces through. Chris Kamonic with the base hit. Second hit of the game for the Athletics. That's going to bring up Aiden Rosemeyer.
We'll see if Chris Kamonic wants to try to steal a base. They were aggressive last inning when Ingersoll got on base. He stole on the very first pitch.
Gunther catches the inside corner, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Aiden Rosemeyer. A little bit of a Gilman flavor on this Augusta Athletics ball club. You probably remember a time, Will Sparks, when high chopper, Plitzner, barehanded, picking the throw. We'll finish that story in just a bit. Athletics retired top of 2. You are watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Mancino's Grinders and Pizza has been a family tradition for more than 27 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder at Mancino's. Conveniently located just off of Business Highway 53 and Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza, locally owned and operated. Bottom two, the Eau Claire Bears will send up 6, 7, 8 in their order. Blake Johnson, Joe Halling, and Vinny Fonte. Gets the righty Jacob Rosemeyer. Gave up, a leadoff hit to Hunter Gunther, and he later walked Tad Lasher. But worked out of a second and third situation with the fly ball out. We were talking about the Rosemeyers. And you can remember, Spargs, from your coaching days at Eau Claire Memorial when you were there, that Dean Rosemeyer was the head football coach for a while up at Eau Claire North after a stint as an assistant. His brother Robin was the head coach at Gilman. Dad of Aiden and Jacob, and then youngest brother Rod was over in Durand. So he had all three brothers that all got into coaching, teaching and coaching.
I'm sure there was a lot of great times around the dinner table when those guys got together.
Oh, well, and I think the best part is that they all played in different divisions.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
they didn't have to, and how it is in teaching, you decide there's a bouncing ball to first. Breaker hits the flip to Rosemeyer, who had his foot give way on the top of the bag. And that's always tough, Sparks, when you're wearing cleats and you're right on the top of the bag. But luckily, no worse for wear.
Yeah, it seems like it, which is good. The other one is home plate. When guys would try to come across home plate and step right on home plate with their spikes, it would also be slippery at times.
Here's Joe Halling. Yeah, I remember back when I was doing sports at News 18, we actually did a story on the three Rosemeyer coaching brothers. And one of them, I forget which one, dug up some home video. It's popped up on the infield. Cody Breaker is there, and he makes the catch. A couple steps into foul territory. But he actually dug out this home video of the brothers. And they're talking about 8, 10 years old or something, playing in the yard by their house out in the country. And they had, like those football uniforms you get out of the J.C. Penney or the Montgomery Ward catalog. It was priceless. It was just outstanding. And of course they could vividly remember some of the games that they had, and then they got older, and then the neighbor kids would start coming over, and it was always just the place where they gathered, and they would play football there, and they'd play baseball in the summer.
Play outside.
Because
we didn't have anything else to do. It was gather the neighborhood together and let's go play. And what are we playing today? I remember that vividly.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have TV to watch, or maybe 2 channels, and no such thing as any kind of games to mess around with. So yeah, we were always outside. And the same thing with the Rosemeyer family. I'm sure they continue to this day of all getting together with those big family gatherings and just playing different things.
Well, in your day, Sparks, in my day, if you were in the house, somebody would put you to work. You realized you had to get the heck out of there. Here's a bouncing ball to short. Big hop for Hunter Gustafson. Throw across is in time. Bears go down 1-2-3 in their half of the second. We are still scoreless. You are watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall to Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall to Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Protect what you have and be ready for the future with help from Eau Claire Farmers Insurance agent Chad Johnson. The Chad Johnson Agency is a full-service agency providing auto, home, and life insurance, as well as other financial services. Contact Chad today at the East Ridge Center, Eau Claire at farmersagent.com or call 715-834-8123. Whether it is water skiing, baseball, or golf, Shepke Chiropractic has got your back. For all your sports-related injuries this summer, you can rely on Shepke Chiropractic to get you back in the game. Visit them online at shepkechiropractic.com. 891 in the Augusta order. Brennan King, Hayden Gustafson. And then back to the top of the order, Brady Ingersoll against the righty, Hunter Gunther. Brennan King takes a strike. Or chuck that, that's a ball. Home plate umpire Rick Johnson is one of the guys that actually makes a signal and says something when there's a ball. And occasionally that'll throw me, Sparks, because I would say the majority of umps don't say a peep when it's a ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just it's a preference thing.
Yeah, tradition is, like you said, it just you say nothing when it's a ball, or you may say ball, real quiet to the catcher, but that's about it. And then usually you give a vocal and a hand gesture for the strikes, like that one was, to make it 2-2.
Little roller. Jim Tell charges and makes the throw. There is a little bit of a lip over there on the right side of the infield, and you saw it there because that ball was rolling out to Jim Till, and it hit that edge, and then it hopped up.
Yeah, I think Jim's aware of that, so he knows how to play that one. He could probably position himself to let it just come right up to him.
Here's Hayden Gustafson, shortstop. He takes a strike. Gunther's the kind of pitcher, he's always around the strike zone. He'll go up, down, in, out, but he generally comes out there and throws strikes. High chopper. Plitzner unable to make a play in the Augusta Athletics. Have a base runner here with one out in the third.
Yeah, that high hopper, he was kind of, you knew you had to hurry with it, but unfortunately in that transfer he dropped it, and so that'll probably go down as an E6.
Back to the top of the order, Brady Ingersoll. He led off the game with the single and then was cut down trying to steal second. Gunner delivers a strike.
Gustafson has a good lead there at first base.
Get a breeze blowing in. Looks like it's coming from the north, which would be right field side, although you look at the flag out there in center, and it's certainly not blowing. It's got a little bit of a break in the wind there with the pines out there in center field. There's a roller right side. It's knocked down. The flip to first. They got him. Heck of a nice play. Blake Johnson knocking it down and then spinning and getting the underhand throw to Hunter Gunner, who broke immediately for the bag. If he hesitates on the mound, Sparks, they don't make that play.
Oh, absolutely. And then Gunner got over there, and he kind of had to scramble to find his feet with the bag. So he was searching for the bag, and he did rule him out, but I think he's going to come back down here to the home plate and just kind of double check and ask him what he saw down here. I don't think he can overrule that. I'm not sure he really saw it well enough to, he's just going to let the call stand. So the Bears might have caught a break, as the Augusta was obviously disappointed in that call, but bang, bang, play it first.
From where I sit, Sparks, I thought they got him. Thought it was really close. I thought they got him.
Yeah, the throw definitely beat him. It was just a matter of not if Gunther could find the bag with his foot.
Here's Logan Brown, who bounced out to second. That one knocked down by the catcher, Vinny Fonte. It popped in front of him, and the runner down there at second, Hayden Gustafson, you see that ball in front of the catcher, and you're inclined to kind of stay put.
Yeah, and Fonte did a good job. Like you said, he kept it in front of him. Couldn't find it initially, and that's what made Gustafson take that big secondary lead.
Ball and a strike to Logan Brown. Yeah, and with 2 outs, I think you're okay staying at second.
Absolutely. One of those Cardinal says you don't make that third out at third.
Exactly.
So you're right. Stay put. You can score on a single.
You gain a little bit if you can get to third, but it's probably not worth the risk in that situation. It'd be one thing if that ball skipped behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. But
it was right in front of him, and the whole thing is the whole play is in front of that catcher. 2 balls and a strike now to Logan Brown. And obviously, I had my ball strike count
like strike 3
incorrect, so there's strike 3. It's a new rule they put it in baseball this year, Sparks. 3 strikes, you're out.
3 will do it now.
Augusta retired in the top half of the third. We're back with more. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with 0 down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security of Eau Claire. Bears will send up the bottom part of their order. Grant Preston, J.R. Lukes in the back to the top, and Hunter Gunther against the righty, Jacob Rosemeyer. Preston takes upstairs for a ball. Checked his swing, didn't go around. The appeal to the base ump, and Tim Wilson says strike.
Yeah, so instead of 2-0, and up becomes 1-1 with that.
Breaking ball misses inside, 2-1. Rosemeyer misses outside with that breaking ball, 2-2. Getting to that time in the game, Sparks, when if you're batting, you're pulling that visor down pretty low. Oh, your batting helmet.
Yeah, if you're a right-hander, fortunately that helps. But boy, if you're a lefty, you're right. That right-hander's at least got that sun behind him a little bit. But boy, those lefties are going to be battling that for a little bit.
Preston gets a piece. He'll keep the at-bat going. Grant Preston works a walk.
Yeah, I think Rosemeyer actually came with a change up there on 3-2, and unfortunately he spiked that one in the dirt. So Preston draws the walk.
Second walk issued by Jacob Rosemeyer.
We'll see what the Bears want to do now with that leadoff runner on for a change.
Pitch gets away, but Preston, a late break there.
Yeah, Preston, he obviously didn't see it get behind him. It's kind of tough at this time of night, but the bench was yelling for him to go, and he got such a late break, he thought he better just get back.
We got a change in the batting order here, Sparks. Drew Salyers is batting. He wears number 4. Originally, it was J.R. Lukes in the lineup that we were given.
Good catch.
So we'll have to check on that. Here's a little roller right side. Tough play. Cole Stenson, the flip to first for the out. Nicely done.
Yeah, he got sawed off right there off the handle, and that ball barely got to the dirt. So nice play by the second baseman to get there and flip it to first for the out.
Now back to the top of the order, Hunter Gunther, who singled, advanced all the way over to third before the Bears were retired. That one inside, and Gunther had to back out of the way. Lifted in the air to right. Kamonic not going to get there, but it's foul. No balls. There should be 1-1. Count should be 1-1. Scoreboard now correct. RBI situation for the pitcher, Hunter Gunther. And he loops one to right, and that's going to drop for a hit. Kamonic comes up with it. He fires all the way home, and that's going to allow Gunther to get down to second base.
Yeah, great job by Hunter Gunther. Not only getting the base hit, but to see that throw go way airborne and over all the cutoffs all the way to home plate, and he moves up into scoring position at second base. So great job of base running, not so much from right field. He's got to keep that throw down through the cut, so you keep him at first for that double play ball intact.
Herrick and Hart Law Office. They've been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. Here's Jack Sandvik. Bounced out to second base, but he's got a pair of runners in scoring position here with just one out. Pops out of the glove of Ingersoll, but not far enough for the runners to try to advance. Another pitch outside, 2-0.
And I believe we have a new catcher here for Augusta. That's Dawson Brock, number 3. I think I caught a new number there as you went to pick that up.
Lifted in the air to right.
We could have a play at home here.
Kamonic under it. He fires home. Play at the plate. And the runner, Grant Preston, is safe. So a sacrifice fly off the bat of Jack Sandvik. It's 1-0 Bears. Hunter Gunther moves up to third on the play.
Yeah, good job by Jack Sandvik finding a pitch up, and he could elevate it. Got it out there to right field deep enough to score that run as that throw was just a little off the mark.
Here's the CRBL's all-time leader in RBI, Todd Lasher. He walked.
He's looking to add to his total.
First. Oh, absolutely. And he lines one to left, and it's a base hit. And with that, Gunther will trot home. Lasher hoofing it down to second. Play there, and he is safe. Slid under the tag.
That's a hustle double for you right there.
So 2-0 Bears. They get their 2 runs here in the third, and that'll bring up Jim Till. He's got a runner in scoring position now, thanks to that, as you called it, hustling double from Todd Lasher. HS Fence has been serving Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. 2-0 Bears. Till sends that one to right. Kamonic will run over, and as long as he's there, he might as well pick it up and chuck that one back in. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second, 2 runs already across for the Bears, who come out of this game 13-3, looking to keep pace with first place Osseo in that South Division and looking to stay ahead of the Eau Claire Cavaliers, who start the evening in 3rd place. And strike 3 called. So Till down in strikes, but the Bears pick up a pair of runs. 3 complete here at Greg Bement Field. Your score, Eau Claire Bears 2, Augusta Athletics 0. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they are changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today. Hunter Gunther back on the mound for his 4th inning of work. He'll face 3-4-5, Cole Stenson, J.J. Breaker, Jacob Rosemeyer. That one lifted to center. Drew Salyers out there. And he makes the catch over in right center. Salyers coming off a very nice collegiate season at UW Eau Claire. And like we talk about Sparks, as J.J. Breaker steps in, a league like this gives, whether you're out of college, or maybe you're just out of high school and starting college, or maybe you're in the middle of your career and you just want to, you're going to stay in town, have a job, and then play some ball in the evenings. This is, on the weekends, this is a perfect place to do that.
Yeah, and it is tough sometimes for those college kids. If you aren't able to play in the Northwoods League, but you're too old for Legion ball, it's kind of like, you got to find a place to continue to play, and what a great place to do it in this league during the summer.
Swing and a miss. Breaker down in strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
I think that's the first fastball that Breaker saw all night, so he was kind of fooled on that one.
And here's Jacob Rosemeyer, also struck out. Well, and another good reason that Bruce Salyers is playing here this summer, Hometown is Centennial, Colorado. So, why not stick around?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got another year of school. Line to center and down for a base hit.
Good base knock there by Jacob Rosemeyer, right back up the middle, line drive.
Yeah, he barreled that one up, and he didn't try to do too much with it. It was on the outside half of the plate, and he just took it right back up the middle like you're taught. Here's Chris Kamonic, the right fielder. He singled in the second, but was stranded at first.
We'll have a runner here for Rosemeyer at first, being the pitcher. Number, we got 19.
19. Owen Lee. So Owen Lee, the courtesy runner at first for Rosemeyer. Kamonic takes one off the plate for ball one.
We'll have to wait on the next pitch, but strike went up on the board. Didn't see any gesture, but we'll see. Yeah, 2-0 is what he's saying. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, again, I'm not the only one fooled by.
Yep. Sometimes
the hand signs.
Just wait, people. Yeah.
Yep. That one inside, and now it's 3-0. Just the second time Gunther has had to work with the 3-ball count and a batter. Comes back with a strike down, right down Spooner Avenue.
Yeah, Hunter Gunther's done a nice job of working out hitters and really not giving up the walks.
That one misses inside. It skips off the glove of Vinny Fonte, but no one's going to try to pick up an extra base here. So Kamonic on via the walk. Second time he has reached in 2 plate appearances. And then I'll bring up Aiden Rosemeyer.
And that's Gunther's first walk of the night, too, right there.
Chance now for Augusta to answer after Eau Claire put up 2 runs bottom half of the third. That one also popping out of the glove of Vinny Fonte. Foul tip, and it's a ball and a strike to Rosemeyer. Ball and 2 strikes now to Aiden Rosemeyer.
Yeah, Rosemeyer falling off that outside fastball right there on the outside edge, and now Hunter Gunther finds himself ahead again, 1-2 here.
Vinny Fonte, the catcher, is out of Plover, Wisconsin. Went to Stevens Point area senior high school. Plays over at UW Stout. So he and Salyers, rivals during the college season, now teammates over the summertime. Swing and a miss.
Good breaking pitch right there.
Aiden Rosemeyer down on strikes. 5 strikeouts now through 4 innings for Hunter Gunther. Bottom of the 4th coming up when we return. You are watching Amateur Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Claire since 1980. Uncle Ambrose brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant. Eau Claire's best-kept secret, the Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, is your local independent insurance provider. For all your insurance needs, you can depend on Castle Insurance. Bottom half, inning number 4. Here in Altoona, Eau Claire Bears will send up 5, 6, 7 in their batting order. Tyler Plitzner, Blake Johnson, Joe Halling against the righty Jacob Rosemeyer. Bears leading the Athletics 2-0. Bears picking up their 2 runs last inning. Plitzner 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time up. Liner to right, base hit. Plitzner aboard with a single.
Good start for the Bears here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's their 4th hit so far off of Jacob Rosemeyer. Here's Blake Johnson. He was retired on a 3-1 putout in the 2nd inning.
The 3rd inning out of 4 now, so 3 out of 4 the Bears have had their leadoff hitter on. We'll see if Blake Johnson reverts back to his North days and drops down a bunt.
Runner goes, breaking ball inside, throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Tyler Plitzner.
Yeah, a little late slide. Glad Plitzner was able to bounce up there. Sometimes you go in late like that, you can kind of roll an ankle or twist a knee a little bit, but he's up, he's ready to go.
He went on the first pitch and turned out to be a good decision because that breaking ball made it a little tough for the catcher to Dawson Brock. Tough for that catcher to fire one down there. Ball and a strike now to Blake Johnson. Bears looking to add to their lead.
Johnson's at least trying to hit behind the runner to try to get him up to 3rd now. So look for Johnson to try to hit behind the runner, something to the right side. If he gets a base hit, that's just a bonus. But right now his job is to move that runner over to 3rd for just the 1 out.
Fastball inside. 3-1 now to Johnson. Runner at second, nobody out. And that one is outside. Johnson on via the walk. So first and second, nobody out for the Bears. And here's Joe Halling. Fouled out to the first baseman, Cody Breaker, in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, the Bears were able to pick up 2 here in the 3rd inning. Now they're looking to tack on more here in the 4th with 2 on and nobody out.
Lifted foul. Strike to Joe Halling. Beautiful night here in Altoona. Cinder City Park. We got activity. You got some youth baseball going on in fields behind us. Got a group over on the softball field. Big lead down at second by Plitzner. Rosemeyer will step off.
Well, you talk about, this park was just busy tonight. When we walked in at 6 o'clock and all 4 fields were getting used. All the kids running around everywhere. Fun to see.
That bunt's going to roll foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Halling. Line to right. That's down for a hit. Plitzner rounding third. He will score without a throw. RBI single, Joe Holling.
Great job with 2 strikes. Holling taking that outside pitch and just kind of lifting it out to right field, just kind of guided it that way, and it drops. And with the right fielder playing towards right center, a lot of room over there. 1 run scored, and Johnson was able to go all the way from first to third.
With that, we will get a mound visit. Still nobody out here, bottom 4. You can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Vinny Fonte, 0 for 1, bounced out to short in his first plate appearance in the second. Chance to drive home another run here with his Eau Claire Bears already on top by a score of 3-0. Fonte takes a strike, 0-1. A nice crowd here that's watching the game. Shot foul down the line. Couldn't give you an exact count on people, but I spy 3 dogs, so you know it's a good night.
You got the family and friends discount tonight.
Yeah, well, that's one of the joys, though. That's just you make it a family affair. Come watch the kids play ball, or your spouse or significant other. 0-2 pitch, misses inside, 1-2 to Vinny Fonte.
Yeah, and like you said, it's really nice a park like this. You can bring your dog with you and just kind of get them out of the house for a little bit.
Certain dogs have a hard time with baseball because they want to go chase that thing.
That's true.
They see that ball and they want to get after it. Runner goes, ground ball to short, only plays to first. Gustafson makes the throw over in time, but that ground ball off the bat of Fonte is going to bring home a run.
Kind of created a hit and run situation right there, put the runner in motion and stay out of the double play right there. So you'll give up that out in order to get that run, and you get a runner at second base.
So Blake Johnson able to score. Joe Holling now down at second. So bring up Grant Preston, who walked and scored in that 2-run third inning. 2 more for the Bears in this frame. And they got the runner picked off.
Yeah, he had time to get back, but he just decided to get going.
Now he's in a hot box, the throw down, and they're going to put the tag on him. 2 down. So Holling delivers the RBI single, but he was caught off the bag. And that's going to go 1-5-6 or 1-5-6-5.
Let's go 1-5-6. We'll make it easy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm kind of running out of room in my scorebook because I got the single, the RBI, the 2 strikes, now the second out. Good job that time by Rosemeyer to make the turn rather than, make that initial move to home plate, and then you try to get the runner, in which case you're going to get called for a balk.
Yeah, he definitely caught Holling leaning on that one, was able to step off and saw him take off. He was able to step off and just run at him, make him commit, and they got him, like you said, on the run down. They got him for the second out.
Well, and the key there, Sparks, and I think you touched on it, is you run at him.
Yep.
When you get somebody who's hung up between the bag, you got to make him, rather than throw to a bag, then sometimes a quick runner can scramble back. So walk to Grant Preston. He's aboard. Now here's Drew Salyers. 1-0 now to Salyers.
Preston with a good lead at first. We'll see if he tries to snag second base.
Not moving that time. Salyers takes a strike. It's 1-1. Yeah, they've had some success running, and I think with Rosemeyer, through the first 4 innings, it's probably like 50-50 throwing curves and fastballs. If you guess right, you might have a better chance of getting down there. 2-1 now, the count on Salyers.
Yeah, good count here to run on. He can actually do a hit and run. Put a man in motion, kind of create more holes.
Not in motion that time. Salyers chops one foul at the plate, and the count is 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs already in. Now the runner's going. Throw down. It's not in time. It was a ball to Salyers, so stolen base for Grant Preston. He is now in scoring position. Salyers chops one to third. J.J. Breaker sets, throws in time. But the Eau Claire Bears pick up 2 more runs, and after 4 complete, they lead the Augusta Athletics 4-0. You are watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Augusta Athletics will send up 8-9-1 in their order. Brennan King, Hayden Gustafson, and then back to the top where Dawson Brock should be batting for Brady Ingersoll, who started the game and then was lifted.
Yeah, we've been trying to find who that catcher came in, and obviously it's tough with the catcher's gear on, but now all of a sudden I see a number 2 there. It looks like Nolan Taylor is actually in the hole. He's got a helmet on, so we'll have to see who hits third in this inning to help us out.
Well, we were trying to see underneath the straps of the chest protector that the catcher was wearing whether it was a 2 or a 3. So, in any event, Brendan King takes a strike there. It's 1-1. King, Gustafson, and then the top. King 0 for 1, bounced out to second. Lifts that one foul down the line. Shadow starting to take effect here at Greg Bement Field. The sun continues setting. It's just about behind the pines out there on the left. 2-2 the count to King. Hunter Gunther has yet to allow a run in this one. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gunther has just allowed 3 hits. Spikes that one, and it's a leadoff walk to Brennan King. That'll bring up the shortstop, Hayden Gustafson.
Second time tonight, all the Augusta Athletics, they'll be able to get their leadoff man on. They got him on in the first, and now here again in the 5th.
And that indeed is Nolan Taylor in the on-deck spot. So Nolan Taylor now catching. Gustafson takes a strike. Now a little low, it's 1-1. We've had the lights on at this complex pretty much from the get-go. Now it's starting to take a little bit of an effect as shadows taking over here. But just a really nice night for baseball. My app says it's now 68 degrees. Chopper down to short. To second for 1. Till's relay not quite in time. It was kind of a slow chopper down there to Plitzner. You were able to get the first out.
Yeah, high chopper, like you said, slow roller. So, again, the key there is just to make sure you get that lead one. So he took his time, pitched it over their underhand, make sure of that one. And they turned it just to kind of get the practice, really, but he beat it by a good 2 steps at first base.
Here is Nolan Taylor. Shout out to our producer, videographer, Cade Marshall. All we have to do, we just have to worry about seeing into the sun. Cade's got to try to adjust our camera so that you're not right into the setting sun out there and left.
Well, that's why we keep him around, right?
Well, he's a UWEC graduate.
Well, there you go.
So, we expect a lot. Two balls, no strikes to Taylor. Long look at the third base coaching box. See if the Athletics decide to put something on here. They do not. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Popped up. One of the many youngsters in the complex is hoofing it.
Yeah, there's
behind us to
plenty of them running
chase down that foul ball. Two-two pitch. That one line foul. Another one for the youngsters. And when you're that age, you just want to go get that ball.
Oh.
And then you'll give it to, someone who will get it back into the playing surface. I'm trying to figure out when's that magical age when you expect something in exchange for the ball. You're thinking, hey, I'm working for free here.
Yeah. It's usually a big challenge to try to beat anybody else to it.
I'm going to say when the teen years hit. That's when the wheels start turning in the mind. You're like, wait a minute.
We need to be making some money doing this. That's right.
Exactly. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on. Swing and a miss.
Good fastball there from Gunther. Blew it right by him for the second out.
That's the 6th strikeout for Hunter Gunther. That'll bring up Logan Brown, 0 for 2. Bounced out to second, struck out swinging. All of the strikeouts recorded by Gunther have been swinging. Runner goes. Roller down to Plitzner at short. Gobbles it up, throws across in time. And the Athletics are retired top half of inning number 5. Bottom 5 coming up. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com. Back to the top of the order for the Eau Claire Bears. It'll be Hunter Gunther, Jack Sandvik, and Todd Lasher, the scheduled hitters. 1, 2, 3 in their order. Against Jacob Rosemeyer, who kept the Bears off the scoreboard in the first 2 innings, but Bears got to him for 2 in the third, 2 more in the fourth.
And Hunter Gunther is 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot. 6 strikeouts on the mound. Hitting leadoff. Pair of singles and a run scored in the third. Just a beautiful night here. Summertime. Watching baseball. Good place to be, and glad you're with us on Zaleski Sports. That one is lined down the line and fair. Hunter Gunther is 3 for 3, and he's going to put on the brakes.
And a good thing he did. Good job at the left fielder getting to that one quickly and hitting his cutoff. But again, Hunter Gunther now with his 3rd single of the night.
Eden Rosemeyer did a really nice job of getting to that baseball. Otherwise, Gunther would have made it to second, but he definitely had to put on the brakes. Jack Sandvik, 0 for 1. Grounded out in the first. Got a sac fly RBI in the third. Runner goes. Throw down, not in time to get Gunther, who adds to his stats for tonight with the stolen base. Pretty good throw by Nolan Taylor from one knee.
Yeah, I was going to say Taylor kind of had to backhand that pitch out of the zone and had to go down to a knee. He just kind of let it go from a knee and put it on the bag, just not quick enough.
Ball on a strike, and there's a foul tip. 1 and 2 now to Sandvik. And Sandvik is hit by the pitch.
Yeah, caught him on the elbow guard there on that breaking pitch.
So first and second, nobody out. Sparks, this continues a trend for the Bears. They've had base runners.
Yeah.
And this will be the 4th out of 5 innings they've had their leadoff hitter on.
Yeah, only the second inning did he go 1, 2, 3. Rosemeyer did. Like you said, everything else has been traffic. And last 2 innings, they've scored 2 runs in each. So they're looking again to keep adding runs here in the 5th.
Popped up right over our perch here. Behind the backstop, Todd Lasher had an RBI double his last at-bat. He's been on base twice. He also walked in the first. There's a strike. 0-2 now.
Rosemeyer could use a strikeout right here. Kind of do something to help himself here.
Lasher takes inside 1-2. And the lead runner, Gunther, able to move to third.
Yeah, he took a huge secondary lead, and he was kind of anticipating the catcher just lobbing it back to the pitcher. So as soon as he started his motion, he took off for third. So just a great job of base running right there by Gunther.
Runners at the corners. We'll see if they put Sandvik in motion here. Rosemeyer trying to get that outside corner. Lasher didn't offer. Base hit. Right side. Another RBI for Lasher. Sandvik motoring all the way over to third.
Just another great approach with 2 strikes. He knows he's been working him away. So there, he just kind of poked it towards the right side as the second baseman was holding the runner, and he just simply slapped it to the right side and got it through.
Gunther able to score. It is 5-0 Bears. Ball on a strike. Jim Till, the batter. Make it 1-2. Till, a couple of strikeouts, been rung out both times.
Yeah, Rosemeyer with a good off-speed pitch right there. Got Till way ahead.
Runner goes. Lifted to left center. Tough play. It's going to drop. Play at the plate. Ball skips back to the backstop. Sandvik scoring. Jim Till moving down to second after the RBI single. Lasher now at third. It is 6-0 Bears.
Yeah, Sandvik got a little bit lucky there on third base. He obviously with that short pop-up, he needed to get more of a lead because he wasn't going to tag on that one, obviously. So he needed to get just a little bit more, and that wouldn't have been that close at home because a good throw, a little better, easier hop to handle, he might have got him.
Tyler Plitzner now batting. Plitzner 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the 4th.
Blitzer not real happy with that second straight call. Finds himself in a hole now, 0-2.
Swing and a miss. Blitzner down and strikes. 1 down here in the 5th. Runners in 2nd and 3rd. 2 runs already across this inning for the Bears. They're looking for more with
got a pinch hitter here. Memphis Moore, I do believe it is, right?
Yeah, Memphis Moore, number 30. Batting for Blake Johnson, who's 0 for 1 officially, walked and scored. Moore coming up empty there. It's 0-2. It'd be big for Rosemeyer if he could strand these last 2 runners. Comes with a curveball there, misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Memphis Moore batting.
Oof, that didn't miss by much, just off the edge.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Tell you what, I like that name, Memphis Moore. He should be a country singer.
No kidding, yeah.
It's Country Jam weekend. Get him out there.
Give him a guitar. Swing and a miss. It would be a sad country song.
Right. After the strikeout,
Yeah,
you're right.
after the strikeout. But heck, he could do a post-game concert. Sure, people wouldn't mind. He'd stick around. Joe Halling now batting. Halling 1 for 2. He had an RBI single when he batted in the 4th. 2 runs in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 2 here in the 5th. The Eau Claire Bears, who lead it by a score of 6-0. Bouncing ball, gloved by Gustafson. Gets up, throws.
Nice
in
job.
time. Nicely done to
Good
save
job.
a run.
Absolutely. Stayed with it. Was able to backhand, knock it down, pick it up, make that strong throw across the infield. Like you said, saves a run.
So after giving up the 2 runs, Rosemeyer retires 3 hitters in a row. But after 5 complete, Eau Claire Bears 6, Augusta Athletics 0. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you from the broadcast booth at Greg Bement Field, Cinder City Park in Altoona. Chippewa River Baseball League action. Eau Claire Bears at 13-3. Augusta Athletics 4-11 on the season. As the Bears over the Athletics 6-0. Athletics will send up 3, 4, 5 in their batting order. Cole Stenson, J.J. Breaker, and Jacob Rosemeyer against Hunter Gunther, who by my count has allowed just the 3 hits. Starts Stenson out with the ball. 6 strikeouts so far for Gunther. Grounder up the middle, that's a base hit. Nice job by Cole Stenson. Taking it right back up through the box. And the Athletics have a leadoff runner on. They were able to do that back in the first inning, but that runner was cut down trying to steal. Here's J.J. Breaker, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Gunther starts him with the ball outside, 1-0. Line to right, but foul.
Brad, you just never know who you're going to see at the old ballpark is stopping in to say hi to us. The Hall of Famer Bob Johnson from North High School, former head baseball coach, as his son Blake plays here for the Bears.
Breaking ball misses to Breaker, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Hello, Bob. We might give you a microphone.
Yeah, we don't have a halftime in baseball, though. That's the bad thing.
I think the 3 of us could fill some time.
Well, he's good at telling stories just like you, Brattle.
Okay.
He's got a few up his sleeve, no doubt about that.
3-1 pitch. That misses outside, and Breaker aboard via the walk, and Augusta with 2 on, nobody out. You are correct, Bob. Yeah, that's somebody sprung that on me a couple years ago. But name the day where none of the 4 major sports is going on, and that's it's the day after the All-Star game. But you got your choice of ball games you could go to tonight. The Eau Claire Express are playing at Carson Park. This one of 3 CRBL games around the area.
Yeah, the pros might not be in action, but plenty of the amateur ball.
Rosemeyer's 1 for 2. He lines one to right.
That's
a fair ball. That's going to bring home Cole Stenson. J.J. Breaker on his way to third. He gets the stop sign there, and the Augusta Athletics are on the board. RBI single, Jacob Rosemeyer, and with that, we're going to get a conference on the mound.
Yeah, we'll have to give Rosemeyer a double on that one. He hustled in there. Beat the throw.
Now with that, Blake Johnson's going to go have a chat with his righty, Hunter Gunther, who we talked about what he had done up to this point.
Yeah, he's been outstanding through 5 innings. Only giving up 3 hits, only 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So he was in total control through 5, and all of a sudden here in the 6th, running into a little bit of trouble.
And this is that 3rd time through the order.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, if this were Major League Baseball, we probably would have gone to the bullpen at least a couple times, right?
The bullpen would definitely be hot and ready to go.
Mm-hmm. There is a right-hander warming up over in the Eau Claire Bears side.
Yeah, yep. As we say that, we have to take a peek down the line there, and sure enough, the Bears do have somebody warming up just in case here in the 6th.
Here's Chris Kamonic, who's 1 for 1. He also walked in the 4th, but a chance to perhaps cut this lead in half. So Gunther looking to bear down here and keep the damage to a minimum. That one just off the plate, 1-1. That one misses up and in, and it's 2-1.
Gunther still has plenty of velocity here in the 6th.
Good breaking ball, but misses outside and low. The count is in Kamonic's favor. It's 3-1. Count now full.
Bears infield is playing back, just looking for that out.
Misses outside, and Kamonic, second time tonight, he has walked. Bases full, nobody out. And here's Aiden Rosemeyer. Rosemeyer 0 for 2, but a big opportunity here with the bases loaded, nobody out.
Bears defensively are playing here for the double plays. You got the middle infielders halfway up, and you got the corners playing in.
Yeah, you would trade 2 outs for a run.
Absolutely.
Might even trade 1 out for a run in this situation, but Gunther delivers the 0-1 pitch. Right back to the pitcher. They come home for 1. Down to first base. And that throw gets away.
Boy, Bears let a gift horse right there. Should have been a 1-2-3 double play with no runs in. Instead, the catcher throws it away at first base. First baseman had a chance at home, but he throws it away.
Yeah, Memphis Moore, after not being able to come up with that ball at first, kind of rushed the throw home and threw it wildly. So it's second and third with 1 out.
With a run across, now 6-2. With just 1 out.
Here's Brennan King. That one misses inside.
Gunther starting to lose his controls a little bit here in the 6th. He's already got 2 walks.
Here's a strike. 3 balls and a strike to King. Yeah, he was somewhat in cruise control. There's another strike there.
Oh, absolutely. He was forcing them to swing the bat and put the ball in play, and it just didn't hurt them. Well, all of a sudden this inning, you've got a couple of singles and a couple of walks, and sure enough, they produced a couple of runs.
See if the bottom part of the order can come through for Augusta, and that is ruled ball 4.
Yeah, catcher's asking because that one looked right down the middle.
And Hunter Gunther is, you can just tell by his expression. Yeah, you're going to need to kind of collect yourself and focus on next pitch.
Yeah, he fell down 3-0 and came back with 2 good pitches for 3-2, and then basically just repeated it again and was called ball 4, though, so it might have been just a little low, I guess.
Hayden Gustafson sends one foul. Gustafson's been on twice. He reached via an error as well as a fielder's choice.
Well, the Bears, again, have got a chance here now with a double play ball to get out of the inning.
Lined, foul. Boy, you go back to that bottom of the 5th, Spargs, when even though the Bears picked up a pair of runs, they had second and third and nobody out, and then just couldn't push any more across.
Oh, costly error there. Got ahead of himself. A ground ball to short, was going to turn 2 up the middle and dropped it on the turn. So a costly error there for the Bears, puts another one across.
Chris Kamanic scores. Hayden Rosemeyer moves up to third. Brennan King to second. Hayden Gustafson reaches via the error.
And we're going to get a new pitcher here, as he has thrown quite a few pitches here in the 6th.
We'll tell you more about that After we step aside, you are watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Back here at Greg Bement Field in Altoona, the Cinder City Park complex, the Augusta Athletics are making this game interesting. They trailed 6-0 coming into this top of sixth inning. They have put up 3 runs. They've got the bases loaded with 1 out, and they've knocked out the starter, Hunter Gunther. Jamison Bender, another UWEC guy, is now on the mound, a right-hander.
Yeah, he's not a hard thrower, but he's going to drop down, going to give you different angles, and he hides the ball well.
Hunter Gunther moves to short. It looks like Tyler Plitzner over there at third base.
But again, you go back to the beginning of this inning, though, the Bears had him. They had bases loaded, and the Bears had a chance just to go a 1-2-3 double play, and then follow that up with just a routine ground ball to short. That would mean an error. So the Bears have helped Augusta this inning to really keep this inning alive.
Back to the top of the order, and Nolan Taylor, he struck out in the 5th. His last plate appearance, but a chance to bring some runs home here. Chop foul, and count remains 0-2. One down here, top of 6. Line to center, and it's caught by Salyers. The throw back to second.
Almost doubled off at second.
Not in time.
Nice play in center field. Good sliding catch. Saves even the run, as the runner on third was thinking it was going to drop, so he was kind of taken off.
You know, we talk about Bob Johnson being here, watching his son Blake, who's the manager of the Eau Claire Bears. Bob Johnson, of course, former Eau Claire North coach, but now an assistant with UWEC, and keeping an eye on some of these UWEC guys that are in the game. Grounder to Gunther. He'll go the short way for the out. So the Bears get out of the inning, but the Athletics pick up 3 runs. We move to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 6-3 game. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with 0 down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
and everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Eau Claire Bears will send up 8, 9, 10 in their batting order here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Vinny Fonte, Grant Preston, Drew Salyers, the scheduled hitters. And if you're wondering why they're batting 10, they're taking advantage of what's called the extra hitter rule, which you can do in this league. So you bat 10 versus what the Augusta Athletics are doing. They're going to, in their case, they're DHing for a position player and batting 9. Jacob Rosemeyer back on the mound. And he's got to be feeling good because his offense has gotten him some runs, and now he delivers one pitch and retires Vinny Fonte.
Yeah, 1 pitch, 1 out, especially like you said, after they put up 3 on the board. And all of a sudden he's looking up and realizing, hey, we're back in this.
Well, I think it's indicative, too, and we talked about this in our pregame show, Sparks, of, you might look at this and say, okay, Augusta's 4-11, Bears are 13-3. Okay, you're going to have one team that's playing out the strength. That hasn't been the case. Augusta's come here and they're competing, and they're looking to play some good baseball going forward. Jamison Bender, who entered the game and is now the pitcher for the Bears, at the plate, sends one out to center. Logan Brown is out there, and he makes the catch.
We've always talked about Brado, about making quick work of that next half inning, especially when you put runs on the board. And right now, Rosemeyer's doing that. He's only throwing about 3 pitches, and he's got 2 outs.
Exactly.
It's exactly what you want to do. Let's get 3 outs. Let's get back in the dugout, keep momentum.
So here's Salyers, and I would think Salyers, who saw some time with the Blue Goals as a leadoff hitter, is gonna try to work a count here. See some pitches and see what he can do to keep this inning going. His momentum can be a real funny thing in baseball. You can have it for the better part of 5 innings, and if it starts slipping away on you. Ball and a strike now to Salyers.
Yeah, you don't think much about momentum in baseball as much as you do as basketball and football when, it's such a fast action-paced games where all of a sudden baseball's a little more low-key as far as that goes. But, yeah, momentum can still play a huge part in this game.
Yeah, if you're cruising along 6-0, you're going up to bat, and you're not really feeling any pressure at all. It's just kind of, see it, hit it. All of a sudden you get into a game where all of a sudden that comfortable lead is short. You're starting to think, okay, we got to get some more runs here. And on the flip side, if you're the team that's been trailing the whole time and you got down by as much as 6-0, all of a sudden 6-3, all of a sudden you think, okay, we got some hope now. Fouled away, and the count remains 3-2 with 2 outs.
Well, you talked about Drew Salyer being able to extend this a little bit and get a good at bat, and he's doing that now. Seen 6 pitches already, and good job of fouling that one off.
Rinse and repeat for Drew Salyers. Oh, and that hit him.
Yeah, that fastball stayed up and in. He was unable to get out of the way with it. So it'll be a 2 out and a runner on first.
Salyers had to kind of walk that one off a little bit. Came in and got him on up the arm a little bit, just up from the wrist, and boy, if that hits the bone, that can sting for a while. Back to the top of the order, and here's Hunter Gunther. Started this game on the mound, has since moved to shortstop. Salyers is running. It goes off the mitt of Taylor. But Salyers is going to stay put at second. That's kind of what we talked about earlier, Sparks. There's some room behind home plate, but not a ton. This is Carson Park. Salyers is standing over at third.
Yeah, especially when that one got away. The only time this one's a question mark is whether or not you can score from third.
Strike to Gunther. It's 1-1.
Well, Gunther 3 for 3 tonight. If he can come up with his fourth hit, he'll drive in another run.
3 singles. He's also scored twice. Breaking ball. Misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls, 1 strike.
Rosemeyer trying to be a little more careful with Gunther, knowing that he's 3 for 3 and he's got an open base.
Jack Sandvik waits on deck. And that's a ball. Hunter Gunther is aboard. Salyers stays put at second. So 2 on, 2 out. We're going to get a mound visit. We'll see if Augusta decides to make the change. They have not, at least not had anybody warming up in the bullpen. Whole infield is going to join this conversation. So Sandvik coming to bat. 0 for 1 officially, grounded out in the first. Hit a sac fly for an RBI in the third. Hit by a pitch in the fifth when he came around to score. It was his run that made it 6-0 for the Bears. But then in the top half of the 6th inning, it was Augusta putting up a 3 spot. Runner goes, bouncing ball, glove by the shortstop Gustafson. Throw across in time. Another nice play by the shortstop Hayden Gustafson. Bears threaten but do not score. 6 complete. And your score, Eau Claire Bears 6, Augusta Athletics 0. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Top of the 7th inning, Augusta Athletics will send up 3, 4, 5 in their order. Cole Stinson, J.J. Breaker, Jacob Rosemeyer, the scheduled hitters, against relief pitcher Jamison Bender, who came in relief of Hunter Gunther last inning. Starts Stenson off with the Bender right there. It's 0-1.
I was hoping you'd go there.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It's right there.
That was there for you. Absolutely.
It's just sitting on a tee. And when Bob Johnson was up here earlier, he gave us a little bit of a scouting report on Bender, part of that UWEC program. Lifted in the air deep to left. Going back is Jack Sandvik. He's not going to get it. That one bounces all the way out to the fence. Cole Stenson has himself a double. And the Augusta Athletics fans that are here are starting to make some noise.
Well, we talked about momentum, and it looks like Augusta's carried it over to the next inning after they got out of trouble last inning. So they're looking again just to keep tacking some runs on and see if they give themselves an opportunity late.
And the scouting report on the righty Jamison Bender is that he doesn't throw hard. A lot of mix of off-speed stuff.
Yeah, he just kind of drops down a little different, too. It's a little more of a sidearm three-quarter guy that's going to try to hide the ball, mix that breaking pitch and fastball.
Came with the fastball that time, and when you compare that to his breaking stuff, it looks like it gets up there pretty quickly. But again, that's always the key. If you can get those guys that, regardless of how hard they throw, if there's a good miles per hour difference between the fastball and the breaking ball, they can be effective. 2-1 now the count. J.J. Breaker. So you got Bender pitching to Breaker. 3 balls, 1 strike. And it's a walk.
Breaker.
First and second, nobody out.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for Breaker now. So he'll get a runner again, I think.
Here's Jacob Rosemeyer, who represents the tying run.
Well, Breaker's going to run for himself this time, so first and second, nobody out.
Rosemeyer takes outside. Bender delivers outside, and it's 2-0. Roller to third. Out there.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, he'll be content just to get the lead runner. So 1 down now, and again keeps it at first and second.
A good play by Tyler Plitzner over there. Because the way that ball was hit, his momentum was kind of carrying him towards first base. But a lot of chatter from that Bears dugout to take the out at third. So 1 down. First and second. Now it's Chris Kamanik who represents the tying run. Kamanik has been on base all 3 times, a single and 2 walks.
This could
bouncing
be
ball
2.
to second. Till the scoop. To Gunther, and the relay in time. 4-6-3 double play. Athletics retired in the top half of the 7th. Bears coming to bat when we return. You are watching Zaleski Sports coverage of amateur baseball.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Got a pitching change for the Augusta Athletics. Brennan King now on the mound. Brennan King takes over for Jacob Rosemeyer, who moves over to first base. So the Athletics take King, who's been the DH, and bring him to the mound. Rosemeyer did give up the 6 runs, but I thought it kind of settled things down when the game could have gotten out of reach for the Bears. So did what you always ask of your starters, try to keep you in the game and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, he was able to go 6, again, which helps, like you talk about, and 2 runs. So he didn't give up that huge run, as far as the big inning goes, just a couple in a row there. So, like I said, with them getting 3 runs the other inning, they've now put themselves back in contention in this game in the bottom of 7th.
Here's Todd Lasher. A walk, a double, and a single, and a pair of RBI. Clare Express pick up a win tonight, Sparks, 2-1, and that game was done in 2 hours and 11 minutes.
That's a well-played game.
I would say so. 2-0 to Lasher. Two balls and a strike.
Brendan King with a little bit of a different delivery, kind of a short arm thrower.
Three balls, one strike. And it's a walk. Another base runner for the Bears. We've had a ton. They were retired 1, 2, 3 in the second. But every other inning, they've had traffic on the base paths.
Yeah, and Lasher's been on base all 4 times. Double, single, 2 walks.
Now Jim Till. Till had an RBI single in the 5th. He's 1 for 3. Popped up. Second baseman Stenson goes out to make the catch. That's kind of a tricky play, especially you got dusk, you got the lights.
Well, I was just going to say that. This is a tough time of night to try to follow one of those high pop-ups. If he gets above the lights, like you talked about, that setting sun, it's just bright enough up top there that could make it a little difficult.
So that'll bring up Tyler Plitzner. Having Lasher and Till going back-to-back, you talk about a veteran couple of guys. Guys have played a lot of baseball. That's another neat thing about the CRBL, Sparks, is that if you're a young guy coming in, you can just soak up so much knowledge.
Yeah, it's fun
from
to
the
be
older
yes,
guys.
Exactly. It's just fun to be around those guys. All their experience and the stories they have. I think to get more of a kick out of some of the old stories they get.
Yeah, baseball is conducive for storytelling.
It sure
I will
is.
definitely say that.
A lot of time sitting in that dugout.
King comes in with a strike there. It's 3 balls and a strike. 1 down, bottom 7. Oh, you know what we forgot to do, Sparks? We forgot to do the 7th inning stretch.
Oh.
Thankfully, our producer, videographer, Cade Marshall, is stretching for the entire
I thought
group
Cade,
of us.
wasn't Cade going to sing? I thought he was going to sing.
He must have delegated that to somebody.
Okay.
Well, you know, Joe Anderson were here. Joe would sing.
Absolutely.
Joe was always looking to sing.
And he can sing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you bet.
We've had him sing
take
the
advantage
anthem.
of that,
yeah.
Well, God bless America. That 7th inning stretch would have been a good
That would have
one
been a
for him.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. 3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Fouled at the plate by Plitzner.
Good time there for Lasher to run. You've got a 3-2 count, 1 out. Trying to stay out of that double play.
Yeah, it's just that veteran, you know. One of those things he probably thought of it on his own. Not running here. Lifted in the air out to center. Logan Brown is there. A couple steps back, makes the catch. 2 down.
Hit well, deep center, but turned out to be pretty routine for the center fielder.
And as the evening gets cooler, the ball tends not to travel quite as far. Memphis Moore will step in. He's 0 for 1 after he came in place of Blake Johnson. Trying to keep the inning going here. Keep the line moving.
Good block there again by Taylor, the catcher. Keeps that ball in front of him. Doesn't allow Lasher to move up into second base in scoring position there. Runs the count to 2-0.
Memphis Moore plays his college baseball at Stout. Out of Brooklyn, Wisconsin, went to Milton High School. Attended Ellsworth Community College.
It's part of that JUCO program down there in Iowa we've talked about before.
There's a strike called there. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, and he works a walk. So Moore is on. Lasher moves down to second. That'll bring up Joe Halling. Brennan King, first inning of relief. And that's ruled a strike. Ground ball to second. A flip over in time. Halling is retired. So are the Bears. 7 complete. Your score is Eau Claire Bears 6, Augusta Athletics 3. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Aiden Rosemeyer to lead it off for the Augusta Athletics here in the top of the 8th. 7, 8, 9 in their order. Rosemeyer, Brennan King, Hayden Gustafson. Against the righty, Jamison Bender, who came on in relief, the starter, Hunter Gunther.
Yeah, Bender done a nice job. He got him out of trouble there in the 6th inning to not allow any more runs. Came on there in the 7th and just got a couple of guys on, but was able to roll him up with a double play, so he didn't allow any runs there either. So he's going to continue on here in the 8th inning.
Rosemeyer 0 for 3 officially. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. He will reach on a single. Just serve that one up into center field.
Yeah, not messing around. First pitch, jumped all over it, lined it to center field.
That fielder's choice, it was a 1-3 fielder's choice, but that was when the first baseman, Memphis Moore, threw the ball away, and so it led to a run for Augusta. That 3-run 6th inning, that really kind of flipped the game on its ear. Here's Brennan King. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down, not in time. The ball scoots out to center field, but Aiden Rosemeyer unable to advance.
Well, Augusta, again, staying aggressive. Get that stolen base, put somebody in running in scoring position if we're looking for another run here.
Bouncing ball right side, and that sneaks through. They're going to send the runner. No throw. It's an RBI base hit for Brennan King. This game is now 6-4.
It was a long run there for the right fielder to come up and get that one. Was not hit hard, just kind of punched through that right side. Kind of tough there for Aiden Rosemeyer. He was on second base, and that one got through, and third base coach was like, go, go, stop, go. So yeah, he kind of had to look at a little hesitation, but he could tell that he took a peek to see where everything was, and he was able to beat it.
Here's Hayden Gustafson now. He represents the tying run. Gustafson, 0 for 3 officially, but he's been on base all 3 times. Couple of errors and a fielder's choice. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt, throw down. King didn't slide, and as a result made that one a little closer than it maybe needed to be.
I think his third base coach told him, you're up, you're up, you're up, because he didn't think the catcher would throw it when that ball was in the dirt, but he got up quickly and threw it down there.
It was a good throw by Fonte.
Absolutely.
2-0 now the count to Gustafson. And given that Bender throws primarily fastballs, and a lot of those are, primarily curveballs, and a lot of those are low. It's a good idea for Augusta to, put some of those runners in motion. Good pitches to run on.
Now Gustafson trying to find a way on here because he could be the tying run.
And that one is low. It's a walk.
So first and second, and they're only down 2 and nobody out.
This game is getting more and more interesting. Nolan Taylor steps to the plate. Bears are going to call timeout. Blake Johnson's going to go have a word with his pitcher, Jamison Bender, and the rest of the infield. And catcher Vinny Fonte are going to go out there as well. I'm sure talking a few things. Number one, if there's going to be bunt coverage, who's doing what. Where to play the middle infielders, whether you want to come up, all sorts of things. My guess is that you would play the middle infielders back and try to turn 2.
Yeah, they'll stay at double play depth, but you're right. I bet you exactly what Coach Johnson was saying was, listen, how we're going to cover the bunt here. What do we want to do? Because to me, it's exactly what Nolan Taylor's going to probably end up doing, is to bunt and get those guys at second and third. So see what the Bears tried to do defensively.
Yeah, the tying run is at first base. Taylor now the leadoff batter in this lineup. So you got some of your better sticks coming up. First baseman Moore creeping in. And there's a strike.
Yep, it was called a strike. He threw, like you said, he threw the bender there and got the high curveball for the strike. He gets ahead 0-1. That's something that Taylor's going to have to be ready for, is, like you said, more of the breaking pitches here.
Long look by Bender. Taylor pushes that bunt attempt foul. Now it's 0-2. You would think that takes the bunt off. Got a right-hander working in the Bears bullpen.
Yeah, really the question here becomes, how well does he handle the bat? If you believe he can still get it down, then you go ahead and try to bunt with 2 strikes, or you could always come back with a little run and hit.
And interesting, because batter Taylor taking an extra long look at his third base coach, and Memphis Moore, the first baseman, watching that, took about 4 or 5 steps in, and now he's on the grass. Takes that one inside. Ball and 2 strikes now to Nolan Taylor. He is the go-ahead run. Base hit up the middle. They're going to hold the runner at third.
Yeah, the outfield was playing shallow, so when that ball got through, the center fielder got there quick. Obviously, with nobody out, you don't want to make a risk at getting somebody thrown out at home. So with nobody out, we're going to leave the bases loaded here for Augusta. Going to have a runner here for at third base now.
And we also have a pinch hitter, Sparks.
All sorts of action going on here.
So the runner at third will be Tanner Walker, who wears number 9. And Ryan Grunwald will bat for Logan Brown. Grunwald chops that one foul. It's 1 strike. Bears bring the infield in.
Yeah, interesting move right here, because, again, you're tying runs at second. So if you wanted to, you could stay back, get the double play to get 2 outs and still be up 6-5.
Grunwald now in a hole 0-2.
So obviously the Bears are looking to turn 2 by coming home first.
That one inside. 1-2. And Taylor was able to single on a 1-2 pitch. We'll see what Grunwald, the pinch hitter, does here. And a great block by Vinny Fonte. He has saved a run with that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases full. It's a 2-run ball game here in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss.
Big strikeout.
Grunwald down on strikes. So now the middle infielders can move back and play for the double play, and Cole Stenson will step in. Stenson, 2 for 4. Singled and scored in the 6th. Doubled in the 7th. Takes a strike there.
Well, Bender again looking for that double play ball, see if he can get a ground ball and get out of this inning too.
That one just off the plate. Ball and a strike. Bouncing ball to third. They step on the bag. The throw home is high. Tanner Walker scores. 6-5 ball game. My goodness.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the right play. I mean, it's the right play to touch third, but you just want to go 3-1 to get yourself out of the inning. So third base, just touch third and throw to first base, and I think they're out of trouble.
So Nolan Taylor moves down to second. Stenson is aboard. Got ourselves a one-run ball game here, Sparks. J.J. Breaker swings and misses there.
Yeah, Breaker's going to see a ton of breaking pitches here. Kind of seeing that all night.
Nolan Taylor down there at second base, dancing around, trying to distract the pitcher, Bender. So you got Bender, again, pitching to Breaker. Chop down to short. Throw across is in time. But the Athletics pick up another run, and after 7.5 innings, your score. Eau Claire Bears 6, Augusta Athletics 5. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Eau Claire Bears coming to bat, bottom 8. They'll send up 8, 9, 10 in their batting order. Vinny Fonte, Jamison Bender, and Drew Salyers. Against the second pitcher used by Augusta tonight, Brennan King.
King came on in the 7th and stranded a couple of base runners and was able to get through that with no runs, and that's the key here again in the 8th. He wants to make sure he doesn't give up any because they're only trailing by 1. That'll make an interesting 9th inning.
As far as I go back to the 5th inning when the Bears scored 2 runs, and they had runners at second and third, and then went strikeout, ground out.
That one
Lifted to right center, and it's going to drop in for a hit.
Yeah, you're right. Going back to that 5th inning, should have been way more than just those 2 runs. And really, you could have put the nail in the coffin if you're up, 8-0. You could, that really demoralizes the other team and kind of puts you really in the driver's seat. Instead, it stayed at 6 and Augusta's just been chipping away ever since.
Yeah, you're thinking 6-0, second and third, nobody out. You're thinking, boy, it might be a run rule situation. That pitch gets to the backstop. Fonte would have had that base stolen, but decides to stay put at second, which I would say is the right decision there. Again, not a ton of room behind home plate. No sense making the first out at third base here in an inning where you're trying to pick up some insurance runs. Ball and a strike to Bender. Squares the bunt, pulls back. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, it looks like Bender's going to try to get this bunt down that third base line so they can get that extra insurance run to third base with just one out.
Again, pulls back. And it's 3-1. Offered at that one, came up empty. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you offered more of a jab at that one.
Bender, ground ball, knocked down by the second baseman Stenson. No play anyplace. First and third now for the Bears.
Yeah, ground ball up the middle. He had to kind of slide and backhand it and trying to make the play. We'll give them benefit of the doubt and give him his infield single on that.
I was just gonna ask you about that because
really wasn't routine, was it?
Yeah,
It
that was
up the middle, backhanded. So
that was a really tough play.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and give him an infield single. Now
I mean, if it
first
sneaks
and
under his
third.
glove, you call it a. He may have saved a run though by just knocking it down and keeping it in the infield.
Yep, kept it in the infield. You're right.
Now here's an opportunity for Drew Salyers. Takes one up and in.
Yeah, the key here is Sawyer just needs to put it in play, and this should score a run for the Bears.
Runner goes, no throw, and they fire no throw down to second. They'll just chuck it over to J.J. Breaker at third.
Yeah, and Fonte was going nowhere. He was only a step off the bag.
2-0 to Drew Salyers, who's got a couple RBI sitting out there for him.
Weren't we just talking about second and third and nobody out?
Uh-huh.
Happened in the fifth. Let's see what they can do here in the eighth.
Salyers takes outside. It's 3-0. Would you consider putting him on, Sparks?
Well, one is you got to have the infield up, okay, right? You can't give any more runs, but
and they walk him
outside, yeah.
So either way, he's on base since base is loaded. Nobody out. Back to the top of the order, Hunter Gunther. We're going to get another mound visit.
And I'm sure that's exactly what this discussion is going to be, guys. We got to play up. We got to get up. You know, they forced out at home here in this situation. Just can't be giving up any more runs.
Hunter Gunther has been on base 4 times. 3 singles and a walk, 2 runs scored.
Yeah, if you're the Bears, this is exactly who you want up in this situation. He has been on tonight, like I said, 3 singles and had just great at bats every time. And now there's no place to put him.
Infield is in. Brennan King trying to work his way out of this jam. Big swing by Gunther, comes up empty.
No, he was ready to be hacking on that first pitch. Just swung through it.
King misses upstairs. It's 1-1. That one misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Hunter Gunther. Count even 2-2. Good pitch that time by King. Came low and in on Gunther.
Yeah, King needs another good pitch just like that here. He's trying to induce a ground ball or get that strikeout.
Breaking ball pops out of the mid of the catcher, Taylor, but the runners will stay put. Count is full now to Gunther.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the game. You know, easy to get to first to second or second to third on a pass ball, but not so much coming from third to home. That is a short enough distance where it's pretty questionable unless you've got great speed.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And Gunther
actually got
is going to wear that
pitch,
one.
yeah.
Hit by a pitch. RBI. He still has not been retired in this ball game. Vinny Fonte will score. Everybody else moves up. Bender now at third. Salyers to second. Here is Jack Sandvik, who takes a strike. So the Bears get one of those runs back. It's now 7-5. Gives them a little bit more breathing room. But still a chance for more damage here. Bottom 8.
Yeah, great opportunity to really kind of put this one on ice. Get nobody out here and bases loaded. You got to produce a lot of runs out of this situation. Give yourself plenty of room here when it comes to the top of the 9th.
Popped up. Tough play. Jacob Rosemeyer going over.
Cannot come up with it. Just off the heel of the glove.
And you know what? Honestly, Sparks, that might have worked out better for Augusta that he didn't catch that, because if he catches it and tumbles down, the runner scores from third.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime there's a foul ball, if you're a base runner, you want to be on the base. Absolutely no reason to be off the base on a foul ball, so you're right. Tagging up on at third base there would have been Bender.
Here's the 0-2 pitch coming to Sandvik. Watches that one drift outside. Good pitch from King, trying to get Sandvik to wave at one out of the strike zone.
Oh, my.
Deep to left. Carrying way back, and that one's going to get to the fence. Bender scores. Salyers scores.
He crushed that double all the way to the wall.
Sandvik with a pair of RBI. And the Bears increase that lead. Gunther moves all the way over to third. Still nobody out. And again, second and third. So Bears scored in the third, the fourth, and the fifth. 2 runs in each of those innings. Didn't score in the sixth or seventh, but now they've put up 3 here in the eighth, and they've made it a 9-5 game.
Yeah, Sandvik with the big blow here in the inning. That base is loaded double to the wall. And really the only reason the runner at third was held because there's still nobody out.
And Todd Lasher at the plate, another guy who is yet to be retired. 2 singles, 2 walks, 2 runs batted in. Lasher takes that one. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Nobody warming up for Augusta, so it's up to Brennan King to try to quell this disturbance. Lasher takes low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Right up the middle and through for a base hit. Gunther will score. Here comes Sandvik. And it is 11-5.
Well, we talked about the 5th inning, them not taking the opportunity to score those extra runs with 2 on and nobody out. Well, boy, they made up for it here in the 8th. Some big hits, still nobody out, and 5 runs across.
11-5. Boy, this game has just swung back and forth.
Yeah, you're right. All Bears through the first 5, all Augusta the next 3, and now all of a sudden we get here to the bottom of the 8th, and the Bears are just blowing it open.
It's 2-0 after 3, 4-0 after 4, 6-0 after 5. Augusta then scored the next 5 runs. 3 in the 6th, 2 in the 8th. And you thought, okay, maybe it's nail-biting time. And what do the Bears do? They just come up and keep the line moving and put up 5 runs. And now here's Jim Till batting with a count of 2 balls, no strikes, runner on, and nobody out. Till takes a strike, 2-1.
Well, the Bears have had great approaches. They've had 4 base hits this inning, only 1 walk. So they've really done it by swinging the bats.
Till, hard hit ball, but just foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jim Till. Chopper up the middle. Gustafson goes to the bag for 1, throws across to complete the double play.
Real nice play there by Gustafson. Kind of a routiner coming to him, but a great job of just handling that, stepping on the bag by himself, and making a good throw.
I'll bring up Tyler Plitzner. Singled and scored in the 4th. He's 1 for 4. Plitzner takes up and in. Well, again, I think you see why the Bears are 13-3, and they're right in that race in the CRBL South Division. It's a veteran team. They've got some pitching depth, and they've got a lineup that, is capable of putting up runs.
Yeah, they've gotten production all the way through the lineup tonight.
King delivers a strike. It's 2-1. And the good thing with the CRBL, you got so many solid teams that even if you don't win the league, there's a good chance you'll get an invitation to the WBA playoffs.
Yeah, if you have
and you can continue your postseason there.
Exactly. If you just put together a real good, solid season, you'll get noticed.
Yeah, we've seen that in past years as teams that, maybe they lose in that, CRBL championship game, but then they make their run in the WBA and they wind up as WBA champions. There's a walk to Plitzner, and he is aboard with 2 down here in the 8th. Memphis Moore will bat. Quick throw to first, and Plitzner able to get back.
Yeah, fastball up and away. He got the called strike, and he makes a quick snap throw down to first.
Yeah, with the right-handed batter, it's a good look for Taylor, the catcher, and he saw there was plenty of room between the base runner and the bag, so why not give it a shot?
And they're trying to keep an eye on him there at first base, as the Bears have definitely stolen several bases tonight.
Runner goes. Pitch in the dirt, throw down. Knocked down and kept from going to the outfield. So a stolen base for Plitzner. Bears have another runner in scoring position.
It's about 5 stolen bases tonight for the Bears, or 6.
Well, and that's one more reason that makes them a tough team. They can hit, they can run. Pretty solid in the field. They got some pitching depth. That one gets through the catcher, Taylor, and Plitzner is going to advance.
Yeah, Taylor a little surprised. He thought he had that one blocked, but somehow it found the old 5-hole and went right between his legs. Goes to the fence, but again, 2 outs, and now just that runner on third.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. Bears leading 11-5. 5 runs already across in this inning. That one misses, and the count is full. 3-2 now.
Yeah, Memphis Moore doing a good job at this at bat. Followed off some good pitches, got himself back to a 3-2 count.
Swing and a miss. However, the Bears pick up 5 important insurance runs. We head to the 9th inning with the Bears on top, 11-5. You're watching amateur baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Last call for the Augusta Athletics. Top of 9. Augusta trailing the Eau Claire Bears 11-5. Bears putting up 5 insurance runs to pad their lead, and Jamison Bender starts Jacob Rosemeyer off with a curveball for strike 1.
Yeah, if you're a Bender, you're just looking to absolutely pound the zone. And it looked like he was 0-2, but I think that was a call of the ball. So
I believe so.
1-1. But yeah, if you're a Bender, you got a big lead now. Pound the zone, make him swing it.
A little low that time, and it's 2-1. Yeah, Bender, the beneficiary of that 5-run inning by the Bears. Breaking ball catches the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full now to Jacob Rosemeyer.
But it's almost like Bender's best pitch is that curveball. Been a little more consistent in throwing that for strikes.
Yeah, I would agree. Here's the 3-2 pitch.
Came with it again there in a 3-2 count.
It's got a little bit of sweeping action. You know, if you're a right-handed hitter, it'll start inside and then tail off toward the outside half of the plate. Yeah, it's a walk to Rosemeyer.
Yeah, they wanted that pitch over the outside edge. It's kind of one of those pitches that have been kind of 50-50 tonight. Sometimes they get the call, sometimes they don't. And right there, Augusta draws that walk to start the inning.
Here's Chris Kamanik. Reached base his first 3 times, singled, then a pair of walks. He scored a run in the 6th, bounced into a double play. in the 7th to end a threat. Two balls, no strikes. That one low. It's 3-0. Bender delivers a strike, 3-1. Trying to get Kamanik to roll one over. Bears could turn 2. Kamanik, of course, has other ideas. Three balls, 2 strikes now. We'll do it again at 3-2.
Kamanik might have swung at ball 4 there, but too close to take.
I was just going to say the same thing, Sparks. That one misses outside, and back-to-back walks to start the top of the 9th.
Well, you want to give a team life, just walk a couple batters, and then all of a sudden the pressure goes back on the defense to make a play. So Augusta's doing exactly what they need to do here. Just get the base runners on and keep that line moving.
Here's Aiden Rosemeyer. Singled in his last at-bat, stole the base, came around to score. He's 1 for 4. Lifted in the air, right side. Memphis Moore, the first baseman, gives way to Jim Till, and it drops.
Yeah, Memphis couldn't pick that one up as he had his back to the infield trying to look over his shoulder, and Till just couldn't get there. He had too far a run. So Augusta catches a break as that foul ball lands.
And again, Sparks, it's that was a very high pop-up. And the ball gets above the lights here, and it's tough you got to really track it. And we're had some issues. So it's a 1-1 count now. Lifted in the air to right. Lasher going back, makes the catch. Lead runner will tag. It advanced to third, but the out is recorded.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to that foul ball, Bretto, and I just noticed something. Memphis Moore was playing up on the grass, and I have no idea why. You're up 11-5. You're up 6 runs. Those runners on base don't mean anything. He should play as deep as he can with first and second, and then he would have got that foul ball easily. Because, again, you're just looking for outs. You're not looking for double plays. You're not looking for anything fancy. They're not going to bunt, so he should have been playing deep, and that would have been an easy catch for him.
Yeah, I mean, if it were a 6-5 game, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to have to
Different
come in.
story, absolutely.
So Brennan King will bat now. King knocked in a run in the 8th. He's also worked a couple walks. 1 for 2 officially. Looking to pick up that base runner from third. Takes a strike there, so it's 1-1.
So again, the Bears are playing at double play depth and playing deep, just again trying to get one out, if anything, out of this.
Here's a strike. Good pitch that time from Jamison Bender.
Back-to-back curveballs there, well placed.
Swing and a miss. So 2 down here in the 9th, and that'll leave it up to Hayden Gustafson.
Well, Bender finally put together a good sequence. He went three breaking balls right in a row, but 2 of them right down the heart, and that third one was off the plate and got him to chase.
Gustafson has been on base 4 times without a hit. How, you ask? 2 errors, a fielder's choice, and a walk.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 and been on base all 4 times.
Yeah, so you see your batting average go down, but your on-base percentage goes way up. RBI situation here. Takes a ball, it's 2-0. Now 3-0. Gustafson takes the strike. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Bender trying to work back here on the count. Again, he's just looking for them to swing the bats.
Bouncing ball up the middle. Glove by Hunter Gunther, and he steps on the bag for the final out. Eau Claire Bears win their 14th game of the season against just 3 losses. Augusta put up a good battle tonight, drops to 4-12. Sparks, we said it before, this is a Bears team that continues racking up wins. And you know what? Just a solid performance all the way around. They got decent pitching. Fielding was pretty good. And production, everybody in that batting order, they batted 10, and I think you can see why they like to get an extra hitter in there, because they got 10 guys. Everybody seems to handle the bat pretty well. So they pick up another win. It's a solid performance, and give them credit, too, because Augusta made it really interesting there in the latter innings, but Eau Claire Bears pick up a win.
Yeah, like you said, the Bears jumped out early, got up 6-0, and then Augusta, credit to them, they chipped away at it and got back to 6-5 and really had a chance to, maybe pull one out here, but the Bears answered, and you talked about the bottom of their order was just doing a nice job tonight getting on base or getting the base knocks. When you look at the scoreboard or our scorebook right here, 5 runs out of the top of the order, but 4 runs out of the bottom of the order. So a good job, just 1 through 10 of getting the ball in play, creating scoring opportunities, and finally they just broke it wide open there in the bottom of the 8th.
Coming up next, the postgame show brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis and a customized treatment plan to meet your goals. The orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and western Wisconsin. That is coming up next. Your final, Eau Claire Bears 11, Augusta Athletics 5. Postgame show coming up next.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called the labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology. educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip is affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners, orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly important.
Eau Claire Bears pick up a win. They are now 14-3 this season. These two gentlemen, important cogs in the win tonight. Todd Lasher, Hunter Gunther. Hunter, let's start with you. You start on the mound tonight. Pitched pretty effectively. You get moved over to shortstop, but yet you're still getting the job done with the bat. How do you handle that challenge of pitching, hitting, and then playing the field? I think, do you know that coming in that you might wind up in a couple spots?
Yeah, I just clear my mind from pitching. You know, whatever happens there happens. Batting, just stay confident, just stay fluent.
You had 3 hits, you scored 2 runs, you knock in a run. It just seemed like you were seeing the ball well, and you were just getting good quality at bats.
Yes, sir.
Anything a key to that, or is it just?
No, just putting the bat to the ball and see where it flies.
Speaking of RBI, Todd Lasher, you said 23 years in this league. Mm-hmm. You add your career RBI total, but same kind of thing. I mean, you've been through this before, but it just seemed like just good plate discipline and not trying to do too much and just putting the bat on the ball.
Yeah, it's just fun. And like I said, I'm humbled, and I'm just lucky to be able to play this game at the ripe age of 50 and play with studs like this. And you got guys like this out here throwing and playing the infield. Usually it makes you pretty comfortable.
When you started in this league, did you think you'd be still going 23 years later?
I don't know. I at that time, when you're young, you feel great, and it's for the last 3-4 years, it's been a year-to-year thing, and I'm just, like I said, blessed to be able to play as long as I can.
For you guys, you pick up your 14th win. You're keeping pace in your division. What's the outlook? Well, our regular season's kind of winding down now. What's the outlook for you guys going forward?
Right now we got a couple games coming up. Pretty tough competition, so we just got to stay confident with ourselves, keep doing what we're doing.
How far can this team go? Dave Sparger and I were talking about it during the game, is that, top to bottom, you got a pretty good hitting team. You got some pitching depth. You make the plays in the field. Mm-hmm. How far can this team go?
As far as our bats take us and our arms will let us.
All right, sounds good. Todd and Hunter, appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
And we'll hopefully see you guys down the road.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so that's going to do it for our coverage tonight. Eau Claire Bears pick up a win. They are now 14-3. For my color commentator, Dave Sparger, for producer videographer, Cave Marshall, I'm Bob Radovich saying good night from Altoona, Wisconsin.